Pinto Pete in Arizona. I am the king of the ranges. No ties or fetters have I. No walls of a house nor my vision, for I live out under the sky. The wide open space is my doorway. The stars are my lamps overhead. And when I grow tired and weary, I use saddle and grass for my bed.
Oh, get along, old horse, your hoofs beat out a song. We'll ride the ranges dry, all morning, noon, and night. With the yip and the eye, the road will fly. We'll laugh at danger steady, for your duty must perform. We'll guard, we'll fight, to keep the ranges bright, for we are the kings of the border.
Oh, boy, say, I'm packing on high. Oh, well, who wouldn't in a place like this to come to? All that beautiful scenery, the sun, the moon,
And
the
don't forget a pack of hyenas to eat you out of house and home, boy.
And one big donkey that likes to bray as well as eat.
Oh, you're speaking of yourself, Curly?
Why, some people are dumb as well as boastful.
Curly, if it weren't for you, I don't know what I'd do. For me, you just make life as pleasant as a little garden, full of thorns.
Oh, shucks. To hear you two talk, you'd expect to hear a six-gun pop most any minute, and you're both as harmless as a pair of week-old pups. Music, boys, and put some smiles on these chaps' faces. Come on. That's good enough music to make a wooden Indian smile.
Say, we may be Indians, boss, but I hope we're not wooden.
I wouldn't even be an Indian.
Oh, the nearest you'd come to being an Indian is your Spanish ancestors.
You're only sore because you ain't got Spanish blood in your veins.
What, do you mean to tell me, Curly, that you're a descendant of the Spanish race?
I don't like to boast like some people I know, boss, but my uncle's wife on my mother's side, her great-grandfather's daughter married a regular Spanish Cavalier.
Which makes you a Chinaman.
Sing me a Spanish song to calm my nerves before I brand that yellin'.
A Spanish Cavalier once in his retreat, on his guitar played a tune dear, the music so sweet, they'd all times repeat the blessings of my country and you, dear. Say, darling, say, when I'm far away, sometimes you may think of me, dear. Bright sunny days will soon fade away. Remember that sunny days will soon fade away. Remember what I say and be true, dear.
Oh, boss. That's fine.
Hey, boss, haven't you got a nice Spanish song you could sing to cool down that coolie's temper a bit, eh?
Well, about the nearest I could come to anything like that, it'd be something that wa'n't Spanish at all. But maybe this rose came from Spain.
Well, go ahead, tell us about it.
Dear little rose with your heart of gold, dear little rose, may your petals fold. My secret sweet, I will trust you to keep. Deep in your heart will repose. No one will know what your leaves conceal. No one will guess what they could reveal. You will know then that I love you, dear, when you look in the heart of a rose.
Hey, now, speaking about Chinamen, did any of you fellas ever try to dance to Chinese music?
No. Did you, boss?
Yes, once, way back yonder while paying a visit to Frisco with some cattlemen. We had to visit Chinatown, and nothing to do but what we had to try dancing to Chinese music.
Was it a success, boss?
Success? Well, I'll say it was. Those Chinamen took their cue from us, and they never have gotten over jostling us to this day.
Well, maybe you better confine your efforts to the range after this, boss, huh?
My dancing is good no matter where I
Oh,
am.
you mean no matter where you are on the range, Curly. Now, let's see just how good you are. Come on.
Hey, boss, you've traveled quite a lot in your time. I'm sort of curious to know what parts you favor most.
Well, of course, my first choice would fall on this section, and then next maybe I'd choose good old Missouri, 'cause that's an old homestead for me. Hey, by the way, boys, you sing a good old song that's called something like that. Come on, let's have it. Come on, sing into it then.
My Missouri home, my Missouri home, let me show you why I'm so blue. I just long to be with folks I long to see, who still belong to me and you. Old Missouri farm, take me in your arms, hold me so I never can roam. Open up your doorway, for I'm coming your
Fine music, boys, and a right good song, too.
When I hear music like that, boss, I wish I was an artist and could draw pictures.
Say, you're an artist if there ever was one, Curly, when it comes to drawing a picture of milk across the table.
You know, I like to draw pictures in words. Listen to this one, fellas. Will you let us paint a picture of a home out in the west, where the stars shine from the heavens on the scenes that we love best, on the mountains, hills, and valleys, and the plains and desert, too, and the moon comes up in glory and casts its beams on you, where you're bound to catch the spirit of the night bird on the wing, with the freedom of wide spaces, and your heart's just got to sing, where the touchy evening breezes blow from out that boundless blue, like a blessing from the heavens, it reaches out to you. And should you, my weary traveler, perchance to pass this way and seeking shelter from the night, and rest till break of day, we hope you'll drop into our camp and join our roundelay.
That's pretty good, boys. You know, boys, when the boys was singing that old Missouri tune, somehow I got to thinking about my old grandma.
Yeah?
You know, she used to keep a diary of all the exciting events of the day.
Oh, boy, that was a great thing to do in them days, Jack.
Yeah.
Then any discussion come up around the neighborhood, well, they'd always settle it by referring to the diary.
Don't I remember my old granny shaking her head and saying, "Nope, it can't be. It takes my diary."
I suppose there's some folks that keep them to this day, but most of them are all covered with dust away up in the old attic.
Just a dust-covered diary, all yellow with age, and it tells of a love pure as gold. There's a sweet, tender message on each faded page of that story that never grows old. Like the flowers kissed by summers, the freshness lingers near, recalling happy hours grown mellow with each year. Just a dust-covered diary that's yellow with age, breathing romance and love from each page.
The embers of the fire burn low. Pinto Pete and his ranch boys wish you a happy so long.